y'all, welcome back to my channel. Long time no talk. So I haven't uploaded a video on this channel in a little bit, and I really haven't even been posting on my social media, and I know you guys have been freaking out wondering where I am. I really appreciate all of your love and concern, and so today I'm going to sit down, do my makeup, and answer some of your questions. If you guys aren't following me on Snapchat, I will leave it on the screen right now, but I asked you guys yesterday on Snapchat to send me any of the questions that you have for me to update you guys, and I'm going to be answering them while I do my makeup. Quick update, I am filming with my ring light. This is the first video that you guys are seeing with my ring light, but I have filmed some other ones that I haven't edited yet. We'll talk about that later on in the video. So the lighting is just magnificent, and also I'm getting ready today for the Miss Maroon and White pageant. You guys know about that pageant I recorded every year, so I'm going super glam. I'm gonna try and be as dramatic as possible, so you guys can maybe recreate this for a prom look or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna really focus on the products that I'm using because I'm not using any new products. It's mainly just going to be about me talking and the application and stuff. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so first off, I obviously have my hair in flexi rods right now. I don't think I've ever really filmed a video with my flexi rods in. Sometimes I've done quick get ready with me's, but not a lot. Mainly because I usually have my hair curly, or I'll just, curl it with a wand, but I really want these curls to be popping today, so I put flex rods in them last night, and I hope they come out really well because I'm really trying to, slay some lives today. Okay, I really don't know where to start. Let me turn my volume off. Okay, I don't know what questions y'all have, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with you guys. You guys' questions on Snapchat and stuff. So let's see. Miriam Nafi, she said, relationship update, school, MCAT, applying to medical school, how is everything? All right. Okay, yeah, I'm real stressed out. You guys, I just feel like all of a sudden life just started to happen. All of a sudden it's what, I just got here, and now I have to already start focusing on my next transition out, into the real world. And it's really scary because I don't want to go home after I graduate. I want to have a smooth transition into whatever I do next in life, and that's whether it is going to medical school, going to a post-bac program, or getting a job. I really don't want to get a job, but I also don't want to go home. So it's just I gotta have my stuff together now. I really have to start planning it now, and it's really hard to balance that idea and all that stuff going on top of regular school life, social life, YouTube life, whatever. Relationship update, I am as single as a dollar bill as per usual. Yeah, nothing new there. MCAT, I have my MCAT scheduled for May 19th. So after we get out of classes and we have our final time, I'll have 2 weeks. That program that I was in, we're currently on a break for April, so I'm doing independent study right now. I honestly have not really been independent studying. I've just been using this time to really catch up on my schoolwork. And then, wow, I haven't done this in a while. It's I can't multitask and talk anymore, and I used to be really good at this. I feel like it, at least. Maybe I was never good at it. But yeah, so my test is on, I think I'm going to do a halo eye. I can't decide if I want to do a cat eye with the glitter just on the lid or a halo eye. Actually, I think I'm just going to do a cat eye because something tells me that this halo eye isn't going to come out the way that I want it to, and I'm just going to do a cut crease. Okay, so yeah, so my test is on May 19th. Something's in my eye. Test on May 19th. After all the classes are over and I take my final, then we're going to have this thing, and it's called because I'm taking my classes through Princeton Review, my MCAT prep classes. Then I'm going to do, they're going to have a week where, it's so hard to focus right now, you guys. They're going to have a week right before I take my actual exam, where they call it boot camp. So we're going to go over everything that we have previously learned before, and really just pack all the information in. Then I'll take the test May 19th, and then you guys know the first thing I'll be doing this summer is studying abroad in Trinidad and Tobago, and I will be there from May 22nd until June 3rd. So it's 2 weeks. So yeah, that's that. Somebody says she loves my channel. Thank you. I love you more. Missed you beyond measure. That's so sweet. How is everything? Hope everything is going well. My question is, how's your love life going at the moment? Oh, so all of a sudden you guys are interested in my love life, are you? Y'all, there is no love life. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I had a thing, but it didn't work out, and it actually ended quite tragically. And it just reminded me that, like, I'm not in the place. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not in the place in my life, but I personally believe that guys are not in the place in their life right now as like undergrad little children to be dating, because I'm just the kind of person where I take everything that I do very seriously, and I don't know, I find myself not being able to completely, I don't know how to explain it. I love hard, and I know that I love hard, and so I really hold myself back because everybody doesn't deserve your love, you know what I'm saying? And that sounds like so, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but sometimes I don't know, I find myself giving more than I find myself receiving when it comes to love. And yeah, this past situationship, because it wasn't a relationship, this past situationship just really reminded me that I need to stay strong in my self-worth and remind myself, like, everybody is not going to treat me the way that I deserve to be treated, and if they don't want to treat me the way that I deserve to be treated, then they need to get gone, because there are people who will go above and beyond and out of their way to treat me like the queen that I deserve to be treated as. So yeah, that's basically that. So that's my love life. I'm single right now just because I really don't have time. I don't have time for these boys. I don't have time for these little kids. I don't have time for the games. I don't have time for the shenanigans, the BS. I don't have time for it. I just need to focus on myself right now. That's just how I'm feeling, because nobody is really ready to be serious that I've met. So yeah, I've been focusing on me. How did you give away to studying for finals and attending class and your everyday activities? Okay, your questions are kind of confusing naturally to me. But finals are always really stressful. Everybody deals with it differently. It just depends, like, and I deal with every class differently as well. If I know that I really have not been on it or understanding a topic in a class all semester long, then I'll probably have to really, really study hard for the final. But also it just depends, because in some classes the final is not as big as a percent as it is in other classes. Like, that's what I hate about college, the fact that finals are such a big percent. Like, I hate it so much. I feel like it is unfair, but there's nothing I can do about it. So it's just like, if one class is going to have one test be 20% of your grade, then you just spend a lot of time making sure that you know everything that's going to be on that exam. So that's basically how I go about it. I just prioritize. I try and start early, and I try to use my time wisely. And I don't study alone. Y'all know Jasmine is my partner in crime. I don't study alone. I really feel like that's never beneficial. And yeah, that's basically it. And usually when it's time to study for finals, I don't know if you guys know it. I don't know if I've ever really like explained it to you guys, but we have this thing called reading period. And so after the last day of classes, we have 2 days, and it's on the academic calendar, where there are no classes and there are no finals. So it's 2 days where we can where we're supposed to study. Like, it's like the study time. So like, if you have a test on Monday, the first day of finals, then that Thursday and that Friday is your time to study for that final. So during that time, it's called like a dead campus, so nothing else is going on campus. Like, there will be no activities, there will be no market, no hump, there will be nothing else going on. So if you don't want to, I mean, if you want to study, like, you can, like, it's like no distractions. But if you don't want to study, like, there will be nothing else in the way of you studying. So yeah, that's basically how I manage it. It's very easy though for people, like, people have parties that day, but I usually don't go. And sometimes I don't feel the need to use that day, because for me, sometimes, like, I know the information, I just need a mental break. So sometimes I don't necessarily need those 2 days to study, but just because, like, you know, you've been going so hard until the end of the semester. So sometimes I just take those days as, like, just mental days, just sometimes. So yeah. Somebody asked me, what kind of doctor do I want to be, and that she misses my videos. I miss you guys too. I feel like it's been so long. I want to be an obstetrician, which is a doctor who delivers babies. For those of you guys who don't know, but most of my double majors, y'all know that now. If you guys are also pre-med, or if you're thinking about being pre-med, I do have a video about my pre-med experience here at Spelman. So I will leave that in the cards right now for you guys. Somebody says, congrats on making mahogany. I'm so happy for you and proud of you. Hashtag perseverance. Thank you so much, Posh_Tosh ATL. So that's really what I thought the job was going to be asking about, but y'all really ain't worried about it, which is cool for me. But that's basically where I've been, some of it. So for basically what happened, the reason why I have not been posting on YouTube is just because like life got the best of me for a moment there. It was just a lot of schoolwork piling up, and I needed to focus, so I wasn't able to upload. I was just a little bit behind on my uploading schedule, and that happened for like 2 weeks. Then, as soon as I was starting to get my life together, it was time for me to audition for Mahogany Emotion. If you guys do not know my story, I have auditioned for Mahogany Emotion it was 3 years. This was my 4th year trying out. So I auditioned for the team 4 times. And this year was successful. I do have a vlog. I literally vlogged the entire thing. I'm proud of myself for vlogging it because I believe last time I said I was going to vlog it, but then I stopped. Or maybe I vlogged it and then I deleted the footage once I did make the team or something. I can't really remember. But that video will be coming up. I mean, not anytime soon because I literally have weeks. Like, by the time you guys see this, I hate that I have to do this, but at this point I'm like, this is present time, then I'm going to go back in time, then you guys are going to see all the vlogs leading up to this moment. So, yeah, that's basically what's been going on. And once I made that team, I was put on like a social media hiatus for like another 2 weeks. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy. First off, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Again, if you're following me on my social media, you knew that I was trying out for the team because I put it on there. And it's still on there now, but I wasn't able to say on my social media like, hey, I've made the team. So unless you guys continue to follow Mahogany Emotions page, like you didn't see the post. So I'm sorry that I left some of you guys hanging and I couldn't say it, but yeah, that's what that is. I'm so like, it's actually just very surreal. Like, I guess people expect me to be like crying and like jumping off the table and stuff. I don't really know. I don't know if it just hasn't hit me yet, but I'm definitely very happy. My first initial emotion was just relief. I was just like, thank God. Like, thank God, like I made it. Like, because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for me. Like, you know, sometimes with a lot of things in life, some things are easy for other people. And I just find that I'm just never one of those people. Like, I never really get things come to me easily. That's just how I feel. But you know what? It makes me a person with great perseverance, as you guys see, because I didn't let it stop me. You know, I had a lot of people say, like, I should have given up, or I should have just, like, you know, tried to go for something different. And I mean, maybe that would have worked out cool, but that's not what I wanted. Everybody keeps asking me, like, you know, why I wanted to be on the team so bad. And I'll do a video about this later. This video is not all about Mahogany, but just the way that it worked out in my life, I wanted to make that team, and I'm proud to say that I did it. So regardless of what happens in the future, like, I can at least say that I did what I set out to do. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Very, very happy. Very, very grateful. I really can't even like I can't even, like, my emotions are not a great depiction of how I really truly feel, but just know that I'm very grateful. Oh, and I was going to say, like, you know, thank you to all of you guys, because, of course, every year they have a, what is it called? A fan favorite vote, and I have won for the past 3 years in a row, okay? And this year I got, like, over over, like, 900 likes and, like, 70 comments. It was something, like, insane. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Like, that's absolutely amazing. Like, that's so great. You guys are freaking amazing. So yeah, I'm very humbled by that. The whole thing. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy to finally get what I've been working for this whole time. So, all right, enough of that. But yes, that's what's going on with that. That's really why I haven't been posting. But and I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, this upcoming year is going to be a lot different, because I am allowed to post right now. However, after summertime, I don't know if I'm going to be able to post anymore. And so I want you guys to, you know, stay updated on all of my social media sites. And make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because the videos may be far and few in between. But once I'm back, I will be back. And just know that, like, I never leave intentionally. Like, I never, like, I'm done with YouTube. Like, it's always just, you know, different circumstances that happen. And I'm sure that most of you guys know that, and you know that I love you, and I would never, like, just abandon you. But just for anybody who, I don't know, maybe is new or doesn't really know, just know, y'all, most of y'all know that when I go on, like, if I don't post for a while, it's because, like, life is taking over. And in this case, I know for a fact that, like, when I'm a crab for mahogany, life will be taking over. So I'm just gonna, like, warn you guys now. But again, we'll talk about that later on down the line, like, once we get there. Alright, I just went ahead and plugged up my phone. I am going so slow. Like, this is just my eyes, and I can usually do my eyes pretty fast, and I don't know why I'm going so slow. So let me hurry up. I actually haven't done my makeup in, like, over a week, because we've already started practices for mahogany, and I've just been focusing on that. And I want to make sure that, you know, my schoolwork doesn't come to the wayside. I want to be able to end the semester strong. So I've just been like, who cares how I look for right now? But that's why I'm really excited to get all glammed up and dressed up today, because I haven't for the past, like, 2 weeks. Okay, another question. This is from Ms. Barbie Boo. She says, hey Brelynn, I know you want to go to medical school, but which medical schools do you want to attend? Also, what's your advice for someone who wants to go to school out of state but their parents are hesitant? I want to go to Spelman, but they don't offer my major. Okay, there's a lot there. So, medical schools, y'all, I don't think you understand. Like, it's so stressful just thinking about medical school. But honestly, at this point, I just want to get into wherever will take me, because the stats are just very intimidating, to say the least. So that's that. But like the schools that I'm looking at, I've said it a million times before: Morehouse School of Medicine, Howard. I'm really starting to be very intrigued by the idea of going to Howard lately. And where else? PCOM, I'm interested. I'm thinking about possibly getting a DO degree instead of like an MD. So that would be something that I would look forward to, schools like that. So if you want to go to school out of state, my advice for anybody in this situation is always to, I was big on making presentations when I was in high school. I would make presentations and, like, you know, sit my parents down to show them, like, why I deserve something or why I should do something or whatever, if they, like, initially disagreed. Because most of the time parents just want to see that you want to put in an effort. They want to see how serious you are about something. And once they see that, then they will, usually they will support you. And if not, if your parents are really strict, sometimes there really is no way around it. So I would just try and make the best out of your situation. Like, I know I had a friend in high school, and I helped her with her presentation. I remember telling her this, and I think I was still a first year in at Spelman. I told her this, and she did it, and the furthest that she could go was Hampton, and she really wanted to go to Spelman. And I think that she really likes Hampton now. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, but I'm sure in the moment, of course, that's not what she wanted to hear. She wanted to go to Spelman. So, you know, I would just try your best, but then don't stress out if it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Just remember that everything happens for a reason. Yeah, and as far as Spelman offering your major, I talk about this a lot, but it's like you guys just don't hear me. Like, you can always cross-register at other institutions in the Atlanta University Center, which includes Clark Atlanta and Morehouse. If they offer your major, then you can basically take all of your all of the classes that you need to get your major degree or whatever. You can take them at that institution. So there are plenty of people, like, we don't have communications at our school specifically, but like a lot of people take the classes over at Clark Atlanta because their communications department is like the best, and they can get a communications degree. Same with business, you can take that over at Morehouse. You just have to do your research. I'm not the best at knowing like all of them, just because I just know what I do, and I do pre-med. But you can always call the admissions office or whatever and ask around. That's always the best thing to do. Or maybe, like, you know, if you could find somebody who is older than you, who goes to the school, who has your same major. That way you can talk to them and see, like, is it manageable? Is it cool? Did you like it? Yada, yada, yada. That's what I would suggest for you to do. a video. This is from simply1_unique.
I have two questions. The first one is, what's the best advice you can give someone who isn't from the South? My second question is, what is the best advice you can give a young woman who's going to be living and doing things on her own?
Okay, thanks for that question, Bailey. So, as far as living in the South, I don't know. It just depends. I don't consider myself a Southern girl. Some people do consider me one. I don't. I think because, like, yes, I'm from Maryland, and depending on where you're from, you may think that Maryland is the South, but I think that because I'm from, like, the metropolitan area where I'm so close to DC, and I would go to DC, like, every weekend and stuff, I personally consider myself more of a city girl than a country girl, personally. So, for me, I was considering myself to go to the South. So, I'm speaking from my own perspective, like, you know, so if you feel like, well, that doesn't really count because you already kind of knew, then, like, I can't help you. But I'm just going to talk as if, like, I'm from up north and I'm going to the South. From what I experienced, the thing is that, like, I mean, the South is not something extremely difficult to adjust to. The worst thing about the South, obviously, is, like, the I don't want to say quote unquote, but the racism. But if you're going to a college like Spelman, you're not going to experience even a portion of that because you're going to be at an HBCU and you're going to be around other black people. So that's really not, I mean, it's a problem, but it's not really a problem that you're going to have to deal with. I'm, like, losing my brushes here. Yeah, so that's not really a problem that you're going to have to deal with, so I really wouldn't worry about that. I don't know, like, if you're from the city, the thing about Atlanta is that it's the South, but it's still the city. So it's like, if you're used to being able to transport yourself wherever you want to go by taking the train and stuff, like, that option is still available. Or what else is, like, really city-like that Atlanta still has? I can't think of anything off the bat, but, like, I really don't think, if you're coming to Atlanta, I don't think it's going to be a hard transition at all. And then also because you're not going to be dealing with all people from the South. Like, there's going to be a lot of people from other places as well. So you can always just surround yourself around people who are from up north. That makes you more comfortable. And yeah, okay, I'm going to do my eyeliner and then I'll be right back. Okay, so let's just ignore my eyeliner. It actually looks like crap. It looks really bad because I usually do my eyeliner under my glitter, but I really wanted the glitter to be the focus point. So it honestly looks really bad, but it's okay. Like, there's going to be too much going on. Hopefully you won't even notice the eyeliner. But to answer the last part of Bailey's question, she said, like, you know, what advice do I have for, like, a girl or, like, a young lady who's going to be on her own? I would just say prepare now, you know what I'm saying? Like, college is not the complete break-off point, depending on where you've come from. If you know yourself, okay? I'm not judging nobody. But if you're pretty sheltered as a person, as a child, then, yeah, you have to really, you have to learn how to do a lot of things for yourself because your mom's not going to be there for you anymore. Especially if you do end up going, like, out of state. So things that you should know how to do is, you know, cook a couple of meals, be able to do the dishes, you know, clean the house, do your own laundry. Like, if that's something that, you know, you haven't been able to do before or you've never had to do before, those are just different things that I've learned how to do. Depending on how much, I mean, that's just like the basics though, you know. Other people have problems where they need to learn how to take out loans or, you know, deal with their financial issues or, like, build their credit. It just depends on how much help you're going to be able to get from your family. And it all comes with time. Like, you'll learn with time. There's nothing that I can really tell you, like, how to prepare right now. Because I can't think of anything that I, like, wish I knew. Everything that I wish I knew, I kind of just, like, I end up learning. So, yeah, I want the look to be very dramatic and smoky, you guys. So that's why I'm, like, going so heavy with the black. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and really beat this face right now. So, the rest of it can come together. I got glitter all over my hands. What advice would you give to the upcoming class of 2021? What should we look forward to during our freshman year? The advice that I would give you is to really, like, try, of course, like, college is is a location, is a place, it's a situation where you will get to know yourself. But it's better if you kind of already know yourself before you get there, because you're going to be tested so much, okay? You're going to be tested by people who don't know you, and they're going to try and make you into who they want you to be. I noticed that a lot. When I was a freshman, people, because like everybody's so used to what they're already used to. And when people have really strong personalities, like for example, if somebody is from a small town and they really only met a handful of people, they went to the high school with the same people, once they get to college, they try and like implement that back on you. It's so weird. It's like, well, you remind me just of my friend from back home, or like my ex-friend, or, you know, this girl who stole my boyfriend and she did this. And I'm like, I'm not that person. But they will try and make you to be that person if you can't stand up and say like, no, I do not do this. I am not this. I am this. And I feel like the people who have, I don't want to say have the most fun, but I personally think that it's the best when you already know who you are. So that way nobody can try and deter you from it. Because if not, then you're going to start thinking like, well, maybe I am this, or maybe I am that, or maybe I do this. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, they're trying to make you into what they're used to. And if that's not who you are, then you need to be able to be strong enough to say that that's not who you are. And so that's something that I would work on your senior year, you know. When you're leaving to go to college, you need to be able to tell people, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and there's something that you can do to stop me. Or I am a stoner. I smoke every day. And I don't really care if y'all think that that's not ladylike. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you do. And that's in multiple situations. More than just like drugs, alcohol, sex, boys, school. Like, you know, for me, I came in like, I don't party on the weekdays. I don't do that. You know, just different things like that will really make you you. Ooh, you know what I want to do that I haven't done in a while? I'm going to color correct. And that's my advice for that. It's just know who you are. And I would look forward to meeting new people and having them change your perspective on life, but not changing necessarily like who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take a little bit, but don't let them change all of you. But be willing to change, because like, you should change. You should not be the same person when you started college. You should not be the same person when you graduate college as you were when you started, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Kendall says, what do you think made your application stand out to Spelman? I actually don't even think my application was all that special. But when I talk to people in the admissions board, they say that they like people who they know are going to come to Spelman, if that makes sense. So, like, I know that my letter that I wrote, what's it called, my essay, I really basically talked about how like Spelman was the perfect school for me, and how I would really enjoy being able to go there, and when I went there, the different things that I would want to accomplish. And so it wasn't even a question of like, oh, I hope I get in, but more of just like, okay, well, when I get in, this is what I can do for y'all. So I think that maybe that helped me stand out, stood out. It helped me stand out because it made me seem like I was very committed. Like, it wasn't just something that was like, well, you know, if I get in, or I'm kind of thinking about it. I think it made me seem very serious about the school. And that's what I've heard from other admissions counselors, that like, that's what they like to see. So take that advice, you know. Somebody just said, where have you been? Girl, living life. But, ooh, I really want to wear a fancy foundation. I wish I had one, but I think I've ran out of all my samples. I need to go ahead and just buy a really nice foundation, because these drugstore ones, they're good, but like, you know, I need a real foundation. I think that I wear foundation enough now to where I need to have a nice foundation. So I'm probably going to get that before the football season. Y'all, look a mess right now. I look so orange. But I want to get one before the football season. That way I can, like, you know, every game day. I'll show you this drink. But yeah, before game days, I can like have a really beat face and stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with my beauty blender and then apply this foundation. I hope you guys are really believing in me right now, okay? I know that I low-key look crazy, but I hope that you guys believe in me enough to know that, like, this is going to come together and look bomb, okay? I hope that you are. I just hope. I hope. Okay, the next question is, am I single? Yep, like I mentioned before, I'm as single as a dollar bill. Well, you know, and I'm loving it right now because I really don't see how I would be able to manage dealing with a little boy at this point in time in my life. I really can't. Aisha says, what's one fashion item that you can't live without? Good question. Fashion item? Fashion item. Lately, as you guys see, I've been really into shoes. My shoe rack is like overflowing, which is so crazy because I was never the kind of person that was into shoes. Like, I was always just like, all I need is a black pair and a brown pair, and I can make it through. But now it's like, well, I need open toe, and I need closed toe, and I need strappy, and I need simple, and I need flashy, and I need furry, and I like, it's crazy. They're still all neutral, but now that I have, I think, every single pair of neutral shoe that I'll ever need, now I think I can start getting into colorful shoes. But anyway, fashion-wise, I guess it would really, no, fashion-wise, it'd be like, what is that thing called? A leather jacket. A leather jacket is like, you have to have one. Or maybe like a black midi bodycon skirt. That's like a must-have. Like, you must have one. Okay, this is going to be really hard with my rollers in, trying to get my hairline right now, but I'm going to try. My friend Terrence asked me, when TF am I coming home? Y'all, I don't even know. I still don't have solidified what I'm doing this summer, which is like super scary. As I know I'm studying abroad, but other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waiting to hear back from all these programs. So I could be home right after I study abroad, or, oh no, I'm starting to welt up. What's going on? Or I could not come home at all this summer. So we'll see. Naomi asks me, how do you manage your social life while being a biology pre-med major and doing so many fabulous things along with that? I have a lot of problems. I wouldn't say problems, but it is very difficult. I'll say that. It's difficult to balance it. And I just prioritize, you know. I just try and remember what is important, and I do what I need to do according to that priority list. So, you know, I try not to go out, or I try not to go to meetings for organizations, or, I mean, once I got to like being a sophomore, I honestly cut down a lot of my other extracurricular activities if they weren't related to pre-medicine. And that wasn't because, like, obviously I know it's good to be well-rounded, but sometimes I just have to focus. And so yeah, I just try and surround myself with people who are focused, and then I just stay focused by knowing my priorities. And I try not to do anything out of order. Like, I try not to, you know what you're supposed to do. It's just like self-discipline. I think I'm just really self-disciplined sometimes. Sometimes I'm not at all, but sometimes I really am. Do you have a plan or any plans to get pets? I love you. I love you more. Why you guys never asked me about that? That's a good question. I love dogs. If you guys don't know, I had a dog growing up, and unfortunately he tragically died my senior year of high school. Rest in peace, Snowball. So I really love dogs, and I would love to get my own. My apartment actually does allow for you to have pets, but first off, pets are expensive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could ask for one as a graduation gift if I knew that I was going to go to medical school and, like, I was going to stay in the area or something like that. But I think as of right now, I just don't see how other people balance it, because I'm not home enough to really have a pet. But I would really like to. Like, I would really love to have a dog. I don't even know what kind of dog I would want. I would want, like, a something teacup and small, and either, like, all white or all black. Obviously my high school dog, his name was Snowball, so he was all white, but like all black would be cute too, you know. I didn't really, just something cute, and I just wanted to be loyal and soft and furry and love to cuddle. Somebody says, how is life overall? You know, I can't complain, because at this point I'm in a really good part of my life. But I just love to be, you know, transparent and honest with you guys. Like I said, like, you know, I had a lot of traumatic things happen to me this semester, and I hate for people to think that, like, my life is so perfect all the time, because it's not. Like, it's really not. But at this moment in my life, I cannot complain because, I mean, I've been able to get something that I have been dreaming. Like every year around this time, I'd probably be in a mini depression crying over not making the team. So, you know, I've been praying for this moment for years now. So I can't really be ungrateful. Like, that's the point I'm at in my life. So even when other things go wrong, it's kind of just like, just how it took this time to happen, maybe those other things need time as well. So yeah, so overall I feel like life is pretty great. Everything's great with my friends. Things are pretty great at home. I really can't complain. So grateful.
I just want to say congratulations on all of your accomplishments and for getting this far in college, because girl, it's hard. But quick question, how do you think that Spelman, but also Atlanta, has shaped and molded you to the woman that you are today?
She's so well spoken. Thank you so much, first of all, for all of your thanks. Thank you. Do I want to powder before I contour? No, because I'm going to cream contour as well, because like I said, we're going all in today. How do I feel like Spelman in Atlanta has shaped me into the woman that I am today? Like I mentioned before, that perseverance. Like, I don't know where that came from. I don't really know. Well, I guess I've never been tested as much as I've been tested here at Spelman. And that's in a lot of different ways. And so these things have always been part of my character. But I think that I truly know that they are some of my biggest characteristics because they've been tested, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I guess that the school has just really been able to test me in my best and my worst moments, mainly my worst moments, that made me really understand who I am, or to, like I said earlier, like tell people like who I am, because I think that I was in a place for a long time where people were putting me in a, well, always, that's really what my channel is all about. I don't like it when people put me in a box, and you know, people wanted to say that I was this or I was this. No. I am what I say that I am. I am beauty and brains, and I will not stop until that is very clear to anybody whose path I cross, that I will not be put in a box, and I will always be what I want to be, which is everything. So yeah, I guess that's how Spelman's helped, because I think it was a lot of talk beforehand, but then, like, you know, now it's action. Now it's like, no, really, no, I'm serious when I say that I'm beauty and brain. I'm serious. Oh, crazy. I'm almost done with all of these questions, you guys. I know this video is super long. Hopefully you don't mind. Hopefully you miss me enough to, you know, watch all of this. Somebody would say, would you change anything about your decision on what college you wanted to attend? I don't know if I would change it. It's definitely not what I thought it would be. Sometimes I feel like I was, you know, sold a false dream. But that's something that I really have to wait until after I graduate and really just see how the whole process works out in order for me to speak on. I feel like it was definitely different, and it wasn't what I expected, and I don't know if I got out of it like what I wanted to get out of it, if that makes any sense. But like I said, my story is not over yet. My journey is not over yet, so I don't want to make any decisions or form a conclusion based off of like what has happened when it's not over yet. But sometimes I do feel like maybe, but at the same time, and I was talking to my mentor the other day, and we came up with a conclusion that it's like, it doesn't really matter where I went. Like, you know, people are going to hate, and I think that regardless, not even that I've dealt with that much hatred here at Spelman, sometimes I have, you know, whatever, but like, I think that regardless, the personality that I have, the impact that I have when I walk into a room or when I put my mind to things or whatever, it's going to rub people the wrong way no matter where I go. It's going to scare people. Whenever you're different, it's always going to scare people. So I really can't say that things would be different somewhere else. And so if I were to choose another place, I feel as though I would have the same problems or the same obstacles that I had here at other places. That's just personally how I feel. And it sucks, but it's real life. So, you know, I definitely was scared before coming to an all-women's institution. Like, I don't know, you know, sometimes girls can be catty, sometimes girls can be petty, and although I have experienced that, just because it's an all-women's institution doesn't mean that it's the only place where women are catty. Like, women are going to be catty in the workforce. Women are going to be probably catty in medical school. Like, you know, so this is just giving me a good outlook on life, a good preview on what real life is like, honestly. Okay, so that was the last question. I'm just going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this and finish my face off because I have been talking forever. To apply lashes today. I know I never do this. These are just some that I got. I believe this was in like my Sally's box and I never wore them, so I'm gonna wear them today. These are actually self-adhesive, but I'm gonna add my own glue to them. This is the lash, what's this lash called? 110S. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick these. Oh, I'm getting everything over my little robe here. I just did my makeup so messy just now. Okay, these are pretty natural.
From another life, I thought of you, I can't deny. But the minute that I realized that you were a means to an end, and I wasn't gonna pretend, then you went and reappeared. You're no longer just a souvenir, saying all the words I wanna hear. Your hands wandering in the cab, and now you can't take it back.
Go ahead and add some edge control, then do my lips, and I'll be done. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Beauty Beat College because they did gift me with some new products by ORS. This is the Curls Unleash Apricot Oil Natural Hold Edge Control. I used this one time and I really like the smell. It looks like this. I'm going to show you guys the other products that they gave me. Right now, since my hair is straight with this weave in it, I won't be using these products, but when I have my next curly hair or whatever, I will. So there's this ORS Curls Unleash Cucumber and Aloe Vera Curl Refreshener Detangler. Manageability and moisturization for natural hair. This is so cute. Like, this packaging is so cute. What else is up in this goodie bag? This is the ORS Curls Unleash Coconut and Avocado Curl Smoothie. Looks like this. This is some good stuff, you guys. I don't think you understand. Like, it makes me want to take out my weave just so I can use this. And the last product is the ORS Curls Unleash Coconut and Shea Butter Curl Amplifying Gel Souffle. And it looks like this. Oh, wow. So this is like the gel. Oh, this is perfect. So next time I have my curly hair or my natural hair out, you know, you can like tangle it with this, then add some product to it, and then make sure it's gelled down, and then use this as your edge control. This is amazing. Like, this is so good. So I have me a new edge control brush. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I slick down my edges. You know how I normally do.
Don't wanna sound full of myself or rude, but you ain't looking at no other dudes, cause you love me. I'm sorry, baby. So you think about a chance, you find yourself trying to do my dance, maybe cause you love me. You do well. So
so that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I told you it was all going to come together. If you guys want to see my finished look, make sure you're following me on Instagram. Of course, I'll be posting pictures on there. Also, actually, that's basically it. I think I talked about everything that I need to talk about in this video. So after I upload this, I will be going back into time, like literally back in time, uploading all of these vlogs. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I will be uploading on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 5 p.m. That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to be uploading these vlogs until I catch back up. And by that point, I'll probably be on summer vacation, and then I'll be uploading my summer vlogs. But my goal is by summertime to be, you know, as soon as I record a vlog, I'm uploading it, and it's like in real time instead of like months behind like these past vlogs are going to be. So know that sometimes you guys don't like when my vlogs are behind, but it's either that or like this past 2 months will just be scratched out, and a lot of things happen, and I'm pretty sure you guys want to see that. So just go ahead, subscribe, and stay tuned, and then by the summertime we'll be back in action. And I hope you guys enjoyed all of my upcoming uploads. And yeah, I'm just rambling now. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!